are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
They run with Patterson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 93 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 23. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Going for it all. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Tyler.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Now he's forced out right. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down. Allen Robinson now with the Bears, but he spent the first 4 of his NFL seasons in a Jaguar uniform. And you might remember he had the breakout year in 2016 where he had 80 catches for 1,400 yards and a league-leading 14 touchdown receptions. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 7.
47 is the mark. 47 is the mark.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 51 yards. Well, you talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him. So a really good play call against a defense that was set up for them to gain big yardage. And how about how they executed the handoff there? That means they spent some time with the wide receivers taking handoffs from the quarterbacks.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Trubisky to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this carries into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Let's go. Leo. Watch twist.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a
25 yards that time.
1st down, Chicago.
Now it's Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14, Jaguars 10.
The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
And that's now the second time he's picked up the pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Solid carry there by Leonard Fournette, and last year he achieved his career high in rushing yards with nearly 1,200. Ranked 4th in the AFC, 7th in the NFL. Loves to carry the football and gets stronger as the game goes on.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 58, come on. Exit. Check 3.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Check 59, right? Bravo. 59. Get your swarm on. Hard. Watch the ship. Rock it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Patsy.
Minshew with a give to Fournette. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Slam. Check, hey, exit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Here's Minshew. Dancing to his left. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Makes the score Bears.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up
a bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Tackle made.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for two. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offense.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Complete to
Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Leo. There. Under 10. Get it.
Now Minshew going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. And this one's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Westbrook now on the return. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 31, Minshew. It's complete to Chris Conley. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Single, slot.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Jaguars.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
That will tie the game. 28 all. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Here's Cohen now to return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Trubisky to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Gain of 13 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He got 29 yards that time.
The 6-yard line.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
This will be caught just inside the 10. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney the target there. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
40 seconds to mark. 40 seconds to mark.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. He's got daylight. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score Jaguars 35, Bears 28.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Cohen now to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. A good pick up there, 22.
And the Bears 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
On the tackle.
The tackle made by Caleb Chason.
Brings up
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Bears.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. Now Trubisky. Flushed out right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Chicago. Darnell Mooney with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And 9 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 76 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. From the 29, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Patterson.
Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Chicago.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Bears 40. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
He's checking.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Check.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 46-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So the 26-yard.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with a man signed away from Washington. It's Chris Thompson. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
At the 13-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.